Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my beautiful Pisces, and it's for December 2018. So it's for you, my gorgeous Pisces, for December 2018. You are going to actually swim through an ocean of amazing feelings, amazing emotions. There is so much that is actually going to be going through your mind when it comes to the actual December 2018. You have got a number 4 this month. Number 4 is very significant when it comes to you and when it comes to your emotions and when it comes to you gathering all your thoughts, gathering all your options, gathering all the possible ideas that you didn't gather before because it wasn't the right time. Spiritually and karmically, things are going to change for you, my gorgeous Pisces, as of December 2018. When I say things are going to change, I mean in the best possible of ways, because the things that haven't been changing in your life in a really long time, there is going to be the realization that you are going to have why they haven't been changing in your life, and that realization is going to become very significant and very obvious in December. So it's just something that you couldn't kind of put your finger on, you couldn't kind of realize straight away, or it was not the right time energetically and karmically. There is the very important part of your spiritual journey that is actually become available to you in December 2018. So number 4 also means that there is a whole new option. It's gonna come out of it, and that new option is gonna become like the new destination for you, if I can say this, because it's gonna make you feel really optimistic, and that optimism that you are going to feel about a certain stage and a certain dimension, of your life, that is just going to be so much connected to your future planning. It is just going to become very significant because it's going to make you feel alive. It's going to re-energize you, and also this is going to be the month of you realizing something really big. And also when it comes to your loved ones, when it comes to your family members, when it comes to people in your life, they will be able to sense and feel the difference in you this month. And this difference is going to be coming from you starting to be motivated again. I'm not saying you weren't motivated before, but you just kind of having your own personal reawakening or awakening that is just going to be very spiritual indeed, and it's going to make you feel very optimistic, and it's just going to bring the whole new balance into your life. When it comes to the actual health, it is just the energy levels are going to be a little bit better. The energy levels are going to seem so much better this month, and you're again going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to be able to achieve so much more, you see, which is brilliant. So this is the month to do things as many as you can, because the energy is going to be on your side. That's a little tip, you see. But on another hand, when it comes to your back, you see, it's again that I'm seeing negativity with the lower back and the shoulders. Okay, just make sure you sit in the correct way, make sure that you do like correct exercises, make sure that you sleep in the right way. And when you sleep, when you have a back problems, like a lower back problems and things like that, it's really important, as I said before, to sleep on your side with a pillow in between your legs, okay? Because this way you relax the certain part of your back that you normally wouldn't relax if you don't do this. But also mentioned before, just make sure you've got the right pillow. Make sure you've got the right pillow, natural pillow and things like that. A really good pillow is going to be very, very important. But of course, make sure that you sit in the correct way and things like that. And if you are picking things for living, if you're carrying really heavy things for living, just to make sure that you carry everything correctly and make sure that you take your time, don't rush and take it really easy. Okay, but apart from that, the energy levels are going to be quite good, as I said. So this is going to kind of balance itself rather nicely. Okay, my Pisces, my babies. Now, the first day day that I need you to pay attention to is going to be the 3rd of December. Now, the 3rd of December, there is a person that means to you a lot. There is a person that you really think of quite highly. There is someone very mature, someone very significant in your life, someone very particular when it comes to the certain things in your life. But the bottom line is that this person is very honest and very nice person, very devoted person. Now, that person is just going to have a very big influence on you, very big impact on you, and that person is just gonna play a really big role and really important role when it comes to you actually finally going on that next stage in your life. This is going to be really important because that person is going to help you to have a control over the situation, because this is how you're going to start feeling yourself. This is when you're going to start feeling your power, and this is really brilliant because finally you will see and you will feel your confidence. Very important for those of you that lost confidence or it was a low self-esteem. This is going to be really brilliant for the actual balance, because this in itself is going to make you feel very optimistic and it's going to bring you the confidence back, and that in itself is just going to really help you to progress. It's going to help you to make a really big decision. It's going to help you to go towards the best possible decision, okay? And let me tell you, like, if you are making decisions and things like that, when we are going through changes in our life, get something like a tiger's eye crystal. Tiger's eye crystal comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. And tiger's eye crystal is going to help you to ground yourself, and it's also on another hand going to help you to make the best possible decisions, but especially if we are stressed and things like that, and when we may not think straight and things like that, then the tiger's eye crystal is going to actually help you to find that balance. So this is something that I highly recommend to actually wear in December and January. This is going to be very significant as well. Tiger's eye crystal, okay? And what else I was going to say, that 11th of December is going to be the second important day. Now, 11th of December is just going to be satisfaction that you're going to feel and an accomplishment that you're going to feel. And you're going to find yourself in a situation like that you were worrying a lot. You were worrying. And this is really so much connected to the part of your life that you were worrying, especially for the last 11 months. You were worrying about this, worrying about a certain stage in your life. Now you're going to realize this, a big satisfaction is going to come through, a big accomplishment is going to come through. You're going to be able to chill out and relax after this point, and that is just going to make you even more devoted to the actual progress of this situation that brought you to this place in the first place. Indeed, very good news from somebody who is like a leader, like a manager, somebody who is like you may consider like above you. Somebody is just going to have a really good news for you here, indeed, and you're going to like this news as well. And that news automatically is just going to help you to have your own personal starting point. The third important day is going to be on the 25th of November. Hello, 25th of December. Now, the 25th of December is going to be really important day, my beautiful Pisces, because you're going to find yourself in a really full of love. You're going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to feel really beautiful. You're going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to feel very harmonious, and you're going to be surrounded by people that are just going to have a really wonderful impact on you and wonderful impact on your life. This is going to be so significant because you're going to kind of find yourself finding a balance and finding a new ground to stand on, and that ground that you're going to find to stand on, it's just going to come directly from the people who love you, people who adore you, people who think the world of you, people in your life. These people mean so much, and when they give some kind of advice to you, when they tell you something that comes from the bottom of their heart, and you know this, that in itself is going to be very significant, and it's also going to be your lucky day. Your lucky number is going to be number 8 on that day. So write down number 8 on a little bit of paper and put it in your pocket and have it throughout the 25th of December, indeed. And also also that in itself is going to bring a really swift activity that you're going to feel like you need to make, you want to make it happen. And that swift activity is also going to be directly connected to the sudden progress, indeed. And that sudden progress is also going to become the whole new adventure. Now, by the end of the day, on the 25th of December, your life is just going to start becoming and feeling like the whole new adventure, like a really big adventure. And I think that's absolutely brilliant, because I can see your happiness, I can feel your happiness, I can feel your excitement, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. It's literally, it's the whole new adventure is just going to become available to you and to your life, indeed. Going on the first day, the first part of the week, December 2018, this is just going to start with you feeling very centered, with you feeling very optimistic, and with you feeling very keen in order to succeed in life, and with you very keen also to deal with a certain issue that was there for such a long time. But there is a certain wishful thinking situation that it's going to come through, and this is something that is just going to make you feel a little bit sad, a little bit negative, because certain area of your life didn't work as you wanted it to work. But then again, the good thing that is going to come out of it is the realization that you're going to have about it, and that realization is going to make you feel more ready for the new stage in your life that you would normally be. So this is why this is very interesting, because it's so connected. Now, Moldavite, I highly recommend to get Moldavite. You see, this comes also with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. And I highly recommend you to wear Moldavite throughout December and January, because you will be going through certain changes, and especially when it comes to career, especially when it comes to finances, and the financial situation is going to be very prominent. So that's why wearing Moldavite is really good, because it does keep finances, at a really balanced, and it also attracts wealth, attract balance, finances and things like that. So this is why I think the Moldavite is something that you should wear. As I said, it comes with a sterling silver setting, sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below if you would like to buy this. But also, this is the first part of December. It's going to be not only that you're going to become ready to do certain change in your life that you weren't ready before, but that in itself is going to make you feel really good. It's going to make you feel like now it's the right time. It's going to make you feel like now it's a perfect time. And this in itself is going to become your own homecoming card, which means that you're going to feel very good. You're going to feel very powerful. And as the time goes by, this is going to make more sense to you as we go along. There is the situation that you will go through at the beginning of December, the first week, when you will be affected by somebody who did something really negative, really bad, somebody who you really care about, and that is just going to make you feel like a really sad a little bit. I mean, there is going to be the sad situation that you're going to go through, but then again, that in itself is just going to be really good, because you're going to close the certain door, but at the same time, not new doors that are going to be opened. There are like about 55,000 new doors that are going to be open at the same time, at the same moment in time. And this is because the karmic situation with this particular person that made you feel like this is coming to an end. Also, when it comes to your practicality and security, this is going to be a very significant time, because it's the realization that you are doing really well that is going to make you feel even more determined to actually be quite successful when it comes to your life and things like that. By the time we get to the second part of December 2018, this is going to bring the whole new turning point into your life. The turning point is really good, because it is just, you're going to find yourself in the place where you wouldn't normally be. You're going to find yourself in a situation where you normally wouldn't find yourself at. And you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to be surrounded by other people that you wouldn't normally be surrounded with. Now, this is a very interesting thing, because this is going to be the time which is going to make you to react in a certain way you wouldn't normally react. You will do what you normally wouldn't do, and that in itself is going to bring the whole new turning point into your life, which is going to make you realize that you need to be a bit more efficient in order to have a really something really big to happen to you, some really big dream, some really big wish that you had, really big point in your life that you want to achieve. It's fine, but you just have to be a little bit more efficient, because what is going to happen, you're going to have your own recognition. There is a recognition that you are going to have, and that recognition is something that you didn't think that is going to happen. You didn't think it's going to manifest. You didn't think it's going to unfold, but this recognition is going to be really brilliant because it's directly connected to your worry, loss, and things like that. It's very much so connected to like the finances, financial situation, your own personal success. So this is going to be absolutely brilliant. By the time we get to the last part of December 2018, when it comes to your professional life, when it comes to things like that, this is going to unfold really beautifully, like a beautiful flower. It's just going to offer its power, you know, really beautiful. That beautiful flower is going to offer its power, and then you're going to realize that you're going to start planning about your future in a slightly different way. This is going to be like bum bum bum. Seriously, that moment, that kind of moment is going to be, because you're going to find yourself being very compassionate with your life and other people, but on another hand, you're going to find yourself planning about the future in a slightly different way and planning about the new things about your future. And that in itself is going to make you realize that you need to like kind of think about your balance. Work-life balance again comes through work-life balance and things like that. But on another hand, it's just going to make you realize there's an abandonment that you're going to need to have. There's an abandonment that is actually going to happen, and that abandonment is not going to make you feel too happy, because it's going to make you reconsider certain person in your life, certain situation in your life that you feel very passionate about. Now it's just kind of it's going to be a very important reconsideration that you are going to have. And guess what? You will go for it. You will do something that you will feel maybe not, oh no, but you're just going to know that after the rain there is going to be the sunshine. After the negativity there is going to be the positivity. After the pain there is going to be a gain, you know. And this is the type of situation that you are going to feel like. You're going to have like a little bit of a heartbreak that I see when you go towards that direction. But basically what is going to happen, the spending time with the friends and family, being around friends and family, is going to make you realize something really important about yourself, about your life, about your emotions, about your happiness and things like that. So I can see spending a time with friends and family, having an absolutely great time indeed. But on another hand, the family member, a very important family member to you, it's also going to have a really important realization. Something really important is going to happen to you as the family, and that is going to be so good, because the big problem is going to come with the situation to an end. Also, the spiritual advice you are going to get through someone, not from someone directly, but it could be like you watching me or something like that. There is going to be a really important spiritual advice that you are going to realize that it's going to travel towards you throughout lots of different dimensions, and this is going to come to you as in form of realization, but it's connected to some kind of spiritual leader or the spiritual person like myself, for example. And that in itself is going to help you a lot with a certain negativity, help you a lot with a certain difficult part of your life that may manifest in the last few months, but especially it's going to become very significant in December, in the end of December. And you're going to find yourself through this situation. You're going to rediscover yourself through this situation, because you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to do something that you feel uncomfortable about. But by doing uncomfortable things, as I said before, by doing uncomfortable things, you get your world shaking, okay? You shake up your world, and then it brings you so many beautiful apples fall off the tree, will fall off the tree if we shake it a little bit. And this is why this is going to be a very significant time, because you're going to realize that there is a resources. You've got all the resources. You've got everything that you need in order to move on. You've got everything you need in order to change your life. You've got everything you need. Everything you need. It's all in you, okay? And also there is going to be a little feeling of like you wanting to maybe go on a little trip or a little journey away. This is really significant, because this is going to be very powerful. This is going to be a very spiritual time, and it's going to be absolutely perfect time at the end of December to actually try to go on some kind of trip or on some kind of journey away, because spiritually this is going to be very good for you. And this is also going to be very significant when it comes to your own personal spiritual spiritual awakening, because when we go on the trips or journeys, when they happen, when they unfold in such a way, then basically they give us so much to look forward to, because we just kind of like come up with lots of new ideas that we normally wouldn't come up with, and these ideas are very much so connected to our life at the moment, and especially those things that are bothering us. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, my beautiful Pisces, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually in relationship. Okay, so for those of you that are in relationships, and this is for December 2018. So it's for December 2018, and it's for those of you that are in relationship. Ooh. Oh, okay. This is going to be really huge months for those of you that are in relationship, because there is a big turning point that you are going to have. There is a big turning point that you are going to have. Good turning point, a powerful turning point. And both of you are going to be as significant when it comes to this. And that turning point is going to make you both have a really big decision this month. There is going to be the realization that you are going to have this month how much you love each other. And perhaps this is something you needed to talk about, but there is going to be lots of things that you're gonna, lots of situations where you're gonna find yourself really busy this month. You will be all around the place. You're going to be spending time with people, you're going to be socializing a lot, and this is going to be really great for both of you, because I can see that there is something really significant going to come out of it, and that significance that it's actually going to come out of it, it's going to make you, both of you, to make a really big, huge decision. By the end of December 2018, you're both going to make a massive decision, and this decision that you're going to make is going to concern both of you, your both lives, and people in your lives, you know, your family members, your friends, and things like that. But this is going to be really important turning point you're both going to have. So there's a massive decision that you're going to make, and this decision is going to be a right decision. Okay, so now going to Aries, going to Pisces that are actually single, and it's December 2018. Pisces that are single. Pisces that are single, you see, this is what it is. It's an Aries that is going to come through. It's an Aries that is going to come forward. It's an Aries that is going to start manifesting themselves. Somebody who's going to be like completely out of the blue in your life. This is exactly what is going to happen with you, my beautiful Pisces that are single. There is somebody like an Aries. It doesn't have to be Aries. It could be Ascendant. It could be Moon sign Aries. Or it could be lots of Aries in the chart. It depends. But there is somebody with Aries very much so significant that is about to manifest in your life. You are going to indeed, you are going to be socializing like a lot. This is probably going to be the huge time when it comes to the actual socialization and things like that. You're going to be socializing a lot. You're going to be meeting all sorts of people. But this particular person is just somebody that's going to come through, somebody that is going to come forward. And the way this person is going to happen, the way this person is going to manifest, it's going to happen in such a way where you will also at the same time think about your life in a slightly different way, because you will be looking at it from a slightly different dimension, and that different dimension that you're going to be looking your life from, it's going to make you really motivated, and it's going to bring all new energy and new dimension in, and that new energy and that new dimension is going to bring this amazing person in your life. And this person is going to be someone very sharp, somebody very smart, somebody very intelligent, and somebody who gives a little bit of a wrong energy away. Sometimes people can do it when it's the lack of energy, or the energy balance is not correct, or it all depends if it's not balanced. You see, sometimes people can work so much, be completely professional, and the energy is not completely balanced properly, so they can just give out lots of like a negative energy, but they're not necessarily negative people, for example. This is a lot to do with their own balance. So this is going to be somebody who is going to have a like a little bit of balance of energy that is not going to be like perfect, so it may confuse you a little bit, but this person is just going to become very significant in your life, and this person is going to come into your life. It's almost going to be invited into your life once you start feeling that your life is becoming like a whole new adventure. Once when something really unusual happens to you, something completely new happens to you, this is when this person is about to walk into your life, and it's going to happen by the end of December 2018. And you may not start going out with them straight away, but you're just going to find this person really, really interesting first, and then you're going to see the way things are going to develop, because this person is going to become very significant in your life later on. Indeed, somebody is about to sweep you off your feet. My gorgeous, gorgeous Pisces, this is going to be brilliant. This is going to be somebody different indeed. Okay, thank you all ever so much for watching my videos, Pisces. I love you to bits. I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light right now. Okay? Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.